Yo, what's going on guys? So in this video, I'm gonna be teaching you how to make a more attractive block design. So as you can see here, I made an example of what you shouldn't do at all, If I had to describe this in one word, I would just say it looks straight up boring. I'm gonna even put the text just right upon it. Yeah. This is what I would say about this block. It's straight up boring. It's uninteresting. Like there is nothing happening. It's just a square with a lot of connectors into it. It's not good to look at it, it's not pleasing to look at it. So we're gonna try to just copy it, and I'm gonna try to turn this thing into an actual pleasing to look at thing, if you get what I mean. So let's get right into it. The first thing I noticed on this block is that it is really monochromatic. It's just like made out of only one color, and I don't really like that. When I make my designs, I like to use a lot of different colors, even if it's just like a little bit of variation. There still has to be like a minimum hue change at least. So I'm gonna change the hue from some parts of this block. Maybe we can make it more a pinkish, or maybe we can turn this to a bluish thing. I don't know, that's your choice. I personally prefer the pinkish choice, but it's completely up to you. Yeah, it already looks 2% better, but we are not over yet. Of course we aren't. So the next thing I'm gonna be changing on this block, actually I'm gonna be adding a black outline on it. Something that really makes glow style blocks more interesting to look at in general is adding black outlines under the object lines of them. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm just gonna be adding some very subtle black outlines underneath the object line of it, just like that. And as you can see, this block is again 2% better. We are slowly making it. The next thing that really makes this block to be unattractive to look at is its glow usage. As you can see, the glow on this block has no contrast value. It is not bright. It is just straight up boring to look at, and that's not what we want here. I'm just gonna be removing it, and I'm gonna be making a really small glow around this structure, just like that. I'm gonna make it to be really bright, just like that. So it just makes the contrast of the block better. It may not make any difference for now, but you'll see better in the future. When we are done with this, will make a huge difference later on. I'm gonna make this to be way brighter. Gonna turn up the bright of this one too, and yeah, it's already looking really better in my opinion, but we're just not done yet. The next thing I'm gonna be adding is a 3D. See, 3D makes up for much more interesting stuff on a design. If a design has a 3D, it is automatically 50% better in my opinion. So that's what we are gonna be adding right now. I'm just gonna be adding a really subtle 3D line real quick on it, just like that. And then I'm gonna copy and paste it and put it one grid down, just like this. And I'm gonna turn up its Z order a little bit, and I'm gonna turn up its brightness as well. And then after it, I'm gonna copy and paste it once more, put it down a little bit, and turn it into black, just like that. And I'm gonna reduce its Z order a lot, just for it to be behind the base of the block. And as you can see, I already made an outline for the 3D lines, and I personally really like to do it. I'm also gonna add a base for the 3D, so it get even better. I mean, you cannot make the 3D without making the base. Maybe I'm gonna make it bright. No, I'm not gonna make it bright. Actually, I'm gonna make it blending. Yeah, I like that. I'm just gonna leave it like this. I kind of like how it looks like at the moment, like it's blending. In general, I like how this 3D looks like, and in my opinion, this block is already looking much better than this one. But anyways, let's continue with the process of improvements. Now I'm gonna make the details from this block to be completely different from this one, because if there's something I really hate on block designs, is to add connectors on this way, in this boring way. If you just go ahead and throw a lot of connectors inside your block, it's not gonna look good, trust me. I'm just gonna remove it real quick, and I'm gonna see what I can be coming up with into this. Maybe I could be making the middle of this block to be even more bright, so the contrast gets a little bit better. I'm just gonna put a glow right here. I'm just gonna put a little more of glow into it, just like that. I'm gonna turn up the scaling of this glow, and yeah. See, what I did was I just made a gigantic glow beam in the middle of the block, in which covers, you know, the entire base, even the object lines. It just covers the entire block pretty much, and I did it so the block gets a little less monochromatic, you know, and it just looks better overall this way. Now I'm gonna add some very subtle spikes upon the 3D lines, just like this, because I really like doing it. I pretty much always do it for my designs. Now I'm a little bit out of ideas, to be honest. I'm just gonna try to come up with something. I'm gonna put some corner pieces on the block, just like this. I always like to do it. Makes the block to feel more complete for some reason. Now I am gonna make spikes. I'm gonna just be adding this spike right here, and I'm gonna be making another spike underneath it, just like that. Turn up its brightness a little bit, and then I'm going to maybe put another spike into it, just like this, and I'm gonna increase its brightness, and maybe I can even change its hue a little bit, just like that. I think it looks kind of cool. I'm gonna add a spike behind it all, so can cover the area behind it, you know. Maybe I'm gonna make it detail to be black. To be honest, I like it. Why is it 3D in the front of it? It's just weird. I just had an idea. I'm gonna just turn up its brightness a lot, and I'm gonna copy and paste it down and just make it black. Now I'm gonna just get a glow beam and put it upon it all, and boom. I kind of like how this spike is looking, but it really needs a little more of contrast in the top part of it. So I'm just gonna put some fading lines, and that should work nicely. Fading lines are basically the secret to make your spike look better. I'm just gonna put some fade lines here. I'm gonna increase its brightness and reduce its saturation a little bit. Now I'm going to select it and copy and paste it, just like that. I'm gonna copy and paste it again and reduce its scaling, and maybe I could even add a glow beam on it. And in my opinion, this spike's looking pretty good. Yeah, I really like how this spike looks like. I'm gonna copy and paste it, reduce its scaling a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna even put some spikes around the block. So far, now I can safely say this block, even though it doesn't have any detail inside it, it already looks way better than this one, in my opinion. But anyways, let's just keep doing it. So for the details of the block, since I'm really out of ideas, I am just going to add some random stuff that comes to my mind. Maybe I can add these pads right here and increase its brightness and reduce its Z layering, maybe not too bright. And I could like copy and paste it once again. No, it looks really bad. I genuinely don't know what to add here. I'm gonna add some corner pieces in the middle of the structure, just like that. Then I can make another spike inside of the block like this. I'm gonna copy and paste it. You know, when you are out of ideas, you just have to experiment a lot and see what you can come up with in the end. That's pretty much the only way for you to be able to create good details for your blocks. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just experimenting. I'm just seeing if this spike is gonna fit into this structure, and I do think it fits pretty well, to be honest. I'm gonna just keep it. Now I'm gonna make some random details around this. I'm gonna add these little 3D details on the object line of the block. I'm gonna do it for the middle one as well, just like that. I'm gonna also make some black outlines for them. I'm gonna copy and paste it and make it like less bright, just like that. I'm gonna make it for the middle one too. See, this is already looking really good in my opinion. To finish it off, I'm just gonna keep adding random stuff into it. I'm gonna add a pad in the middle of it, just because I'm experimenting, you know, just checking if it's gonna work. If it doesn't, then I'm just gonna remove it, but I actually like it, so I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna make a black outline one inside it, and I'm gonna copy and paste it once again, just like that. Copy paste once more, and now I'm gonna make some really bright glow underneath it because I think that's gonna fit to the block. And now I can make something really cool, in which is a glow laser with a really high brightness in the middle of it. I'm gonna turn up its brightness and reduce its saturation a little bit. And also I'm gonna put it on the B1. Now I'm also gonna reduce its saturation even more, just like that. The middle part of this block is done, probably. Maybe I'm gonna add some details. I'm gonna add some more lasers on the sides of it, with the hue increased, maybe with the hue reduced. I don't think that makes any difference, but I'm keeping it like that. And actually, I'm done with the middle part of this block, and now I just have to make the decoration around it. I'm gonna make these spikes to be less bright so you can see better that they exist. I'm gonna copy and paste it, so I'm gonna make really bright. I'm gonna make it black actually. Alright, so since I can't come up with an actual good detail for this part of the block, I'm just gonna do something kind of funny. I'm gonna copy and paste this, increase its scaling a little bit. I'm even gonna copy and paste its corner pieces, and then for the contrast I'm gonna reduce its brightness. So yeah, then I'm gonna copy and paste it, reduce its scaling and its hue a little bit, and then actually I'm gonna turn up its brightness a little bit too. I'm gonna copy and paste it once again. I'm gonna make it black. I put this right here. Then I'm gonna just put some black details over here because I think that's gonna fit. And for the last, I'm gonna put a very glowy line right here because I think that's going to fit as well for some reason. I'm gonna make it blue, but I'm gonna reduce its saturation. No, I'm not gonna make it blue actually. But I'm going to reduce its saturation a little bit. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna make it blue, I don't care, I think it's gonna look good. And then I'm gonna put some glow on it, because why not? But I'm also gonna reduce its brightness. And yeah, basically it's done. So yeah, I think we are done with this. Maybe I could work more on these colors. Maybe the blue isn't like working here. Maybe I could change it for yellow, but I don't care. We're just gonna leave it for now. As you can see here, I changed a lot of things. This block has only connectors as details. It does not have 3D. It has a very boring glow usage, and it does not have spikes. Meanwhile, this one has a lot of more interesting details. It has a lot of more interesting things happening, and in general, this block is much more pleasing to look at. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video so far, and I really hope it helped you in any way. I'm sorry for saying some stuff wrong. I'm still practicing my English and all. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.